Here we go. Set. Get the flag. Come on. Coming for you. Go. Play. Put. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll run on first down. Rushing. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, San Diego.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
57. Mike, 50. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna...
Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. 3rd down here.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. It's our time. It's our time. Go. Let's go. Hands up. Here they go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go. Watch this. Regular.
Bravo.
Mike 40.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tight right. Alert. 3 down. Shift.
Hey, alert.
Hey, Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Here.
6'6", bullet high. My time.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will have a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st down, rushing. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, rushing, and he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Come on, boy. Come on. Ready, go. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Here's Jackson on third and long, eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, 33. Kings. What's that? Hurry. What's that?
Mayfield on play action. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Michael Gallup, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give right side. Rushing. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. (7-7) our score after 1.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. 66, pull it, high. D, get the ball right here, let's go.
On 2nd down now. Rushing, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll run on first down. It's Haynes. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, 4 down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, orbit. 50, check Mike 50.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. I'm here all day.
Mayfield off the play fake. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Bishop. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This time Jackson will throw it, rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Ain't no such thing as a look. 53 the mic.
Jackson will throw again. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, 50, 50. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Out.
On 1st down, rushing. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike, 53. Watch the run. 53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Come on, fellas. 53 at the line. Let's go.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, rushing. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go now. Henry, the money. Come off the ball. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm hot. Oh, Mike 50, Mike 50.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They come out here in the eye. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
180. Mike 58, right there. Let's set a tone, fella.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
180. I got you, sir.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
King.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Set. 180. Mike 50.
On 3rd down, it's Haynes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Swap. 3 down. Out. Switch. Eddie Weber. Spin up. Mike,
They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson, dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey! I got motion man. Me. I got this. I got this.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try the left side. It's Haynes. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
My 180. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And we're back now here in Cleveland as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Smooth.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Point it right. Hurry. I got you.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
57.
Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little... And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Anthony Averett picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Here we go. Set. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he completes it to Hunt. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Let's make these babies crawl away.
Again, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hurry! Real.
Here's Mayfield. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
58 right there. Hey, let's get this.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
It's going to be a long day, offense. Pistol. Check 24. Mike, check these guys. Hurry. Let's go, defense. Hey, Alpha. Man up, D. 40's Mike. God. I got you.
Mayfield. That's caught by Jennings. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
They'll run on first down. Haynes. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Check 99. Check 99. Shit.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Echo. Check 53.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this game.